Hi, I'm Pete Placina, the Gadget Guy. I'm here at an exciting young Australian company called Information Planet. The company has global reach and needs to operate with a high level of security as it works with a huge amount of sensitive personal information. So how does Information Planet cope with the challenges while delivering innovative service and developing an ambitious vision for business growth? Well, come with me and I'll show you. Mauricio, Information Planet, it's a great journey. Tell us the story.
I got to Australia about 17 years ago as an international student, and I was just looking around and there was nobody to help me. Like, I had lots of questions, where to go, how to find a job, which is the best school, and like even basic questions about the Australian culture. Like, I had no idea how to integrate into that culture, and I decided, well, look, this is a good country. There's a lot of people that will come here to study one day. Why not open an information center? We are in about 13 countries. We've got about 27 offices, and we bring about 3,000 students per year to Australia, New Zealand and Canada. We help them to find them jobs, find them accommodation, find them places to go, and give them a lot of information, so it's fun.
So Information Planet must aggregate a lot of information, I guess. That's why you call that. So how do you control that? How do you make sure that everything's in the right place at the right time?
Yeah, managing all of this was our biggest challenge, and that's what Salesforce came in place to help us in this.
Okay, so how do you use Salesforce in the business?
We use Salesforce to help us to train all our staff, so they need to have one source of database to go and get the access to the information and pass it on.
What are the key elements that you use in the business?
The most important thing is security, because we are in 13 different countries.
And of course there's important information like passport and personal details.
Yeah, and credit card details, and where you're going, and your flight tickets, and accommodation, where you're going to be living at. And imagine mom and dads around the world worried about their kids' information be given to somebody else in a different country where they are not. So security, not just about the computing part of it, but also the welfare of these kids.
Mm-hmm. And what about cultural differences? Does that play a role as well?
It does, it does. Salesforce got this flexibility, which it really helps my business, because most Europeans and Latin Americans, they're a lot more visual. So I can use YouTube, I can use photos, I can use lots of little things that make them, they understand the information a lot better. If I go to the Asian part of the world, they like more written kind of information, so that I can be playing around with it depending on the office that I'm going to give the information to.
I imagine because you're dealing with so many different countries, language is an important part of how you communicate.
Yes, it is an important part, and it's one of our challenges as well, because at the end of the day we need to give a quotation in French, in Portuguese, in Spanish, and many other different languages in each country we're going to go to. A French girl comes in and asks her, give me the prices in Australia, New Zealand and Canada. So we compare all these prices, and we have to give the answer in euros. Mm-hmm. And Salesforce comes in and plays a part in that and gives the right answer with the right currency.
What about mobility, being able to access your information?
That's very important. As the cities are growing bigger and bigger, people cannot move as much. Mm-hmm. So I need to send a sales person to your house to talk to mom and dad using an iPad. So we're also talking about the dream. Traveling is a dream, and the iPad, having everything there, is also part of the dream. You know, like, look at the photos of Australia, look at the photos of Canada. So having that mobility also going to help us in sales a lot.
So can you compare your pre-Salesforce business to your post-Salesforce business?
It's sad. There's a lot of paper everywhere, a lot of computer files, you know, like you have to visit a lot of things, and people, when they come to work for us and then they leave the business, that they take all the information with them, that we didn't have that information, you know, like it was hard, really hard.
So your vision for the future is a very ambitious growth path. Do you see that Salesforce will give you that scalability?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. We have invested a lot of time and money towards Salesforce, and we really believe that we're going to get this investment back very soon. This is going to help us to grow, double, triple our business in the next years.
And Salesforce will be a big part of that?
Oh, so we're going to be connected for a long time.
That's a great story. Thank you, Mauricio.
No, you're welcome. Thank you.